Off and running, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Ruhl, Darren, McCarty, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter. Make sure you subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel and the Big D Energy podcast while you're in the subscribing mode. Give it a 5-star review, too. Get those algorithms pumping and get it out in front of everybody else. NHL Draft Lottery. Let's get into it. And I asked for this yesterday, and I knew I wasn't going to get it. I'm not, naive. I asked for the people, however this shakes out, can we stop with the rigged talk and all that kind of stuff? Because, guys, if it were rigged, who better off to get it than your Detroit Red Wings, right? If it were rigged. Remember when Hockey Town was pumping and all that kind of stuff? Remember that? Who better? If it were rigged, it would be Detroit that would win it, right? Because it's Hockey Town, right? But anyway.
No, not when you can't just automatically rig it. You would. So I guess your question is, Neal, if you would have got the first pick, would you have thought it was rigged?
No.
Would you have thought that the fix was in a little bit more?
No.
Not at all.
Not at all. Here's the deal, D-Mac, because they didn't get it. And I want to put this in perspective for all the Red Wings fans, because I saw that earlier. Someone said, I feel like I've been robbed. Guys, do you understand that the Red Wings winning the draft lottery last night was twice as likely to happen than Javi Baez getting walked? Think about that for a minute. Then Javi Baez drawing a walk is more likely to happen than the Red Wings winning the draft lottery last night. I think that's one of those ones that puts it in perspective for everybody, right?
That's fair.
It wasn't going to happen. I don't know. I don't know what to say. If anything, I celebrate it because nobody from under them bounced up.
Well, here's the whole thing, and I think Tammy Chin brings up. I want to do a live ball pick.
Okay.
Can we not do a live ball pick?
No,
it would make it so fast because it's just they only do the lottery for the 3 picks. So if they do a live ball pick, it would just be those 3, and then it would be like a 10-minute thing.
See, here's the deal. Tammy, and I don't I read about this last night when it happened. So the actual lottery process, because I heard everyone complaining about Columbus's graphic popping up, right, before they said it. There's a simple answer to that. The graphic guy for ESPN screwed up.
Yeah.
He jumped the gun on it. Guys, the drawing's already done. When the show starts, it's already happened. And there are so many conditions with the NHL Draft Lottery that if you wanted to televise the whole drawing, I was told the process takes 2.5 hours for them to draw all this stuff. Because there's so many number combinations. It's not just as simple as they put a logo on every ball and then they draw the balls one by one by one. It's not that simple.
Why not, though?
Because they do it, they combine every single possible outcome into a set of 4 numbers. And then they give those numbers a corresponding team. And then they draw the ball that way. And then that's the order that comes up. That's how they do it.
That sounds even more stupid.
That's how they do it.
Yeah.
Well, how else are you supposed to do it, though, Spenny?
Put the faces on the balls and get them in one of those big bingo
How are you supposed
things.
to account for the number of balls where a team has a 0.5% chance?
Put half a ball in there. Half a ball. Let it ride.
Thank you for your contribution, Spenny. No, but see, guys, it's not about, and Steven Syrett says it's not about last night. It's about only moving down or staying pat in 7 years of lotteries. Have you done every team? And seen the history of every team? Guys, come on, man.
Rangers have pretty good history.
They caught one. They did. And there's all these other things, too. When they do this, Soft Jones says, imagine being a Ducks fan, by the way. I'm just happy that whole thing went according to it because the Red Wings stayed where they were supposed to stay. So I walked out of it happy.
We didn't lose any.
Didn't lose any ground.
Which is, I think that's what plays into it, the frustration. Right? The biggest frustration is that when we had the worst record, we went to 5th. Right? Where you can't really come back from that if you think that things are against you when you should, because other teams, right, stay in there. So Neal, what you're saying is that the way that this process was fairly done
Yes. There are media in the room. There's an accounting firm in the room.
Okay, this is done already, right? So I've already moved past this. Obviously, Trustin Eiserman. We could talk about who you think you might get or trade for and all this. But I want to talk about the NBA lottery draft? Is it done the same way the NHL is?
From a technical standpoint, it's not done the same way.
No.
But it's all pre-done before they go on television. Like, guys, they have to make these graphic packages.
So the both, so people have to understand, it's not it. Both drafts are pre-done.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So when the NBA, Adam Silver and stuff like that does it, it's already
done. Yep.
Okay.
It's already done.
So put your energy into into the Pistons balls now.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
It's gonna be San Antonio.
My balls was hot.
I bet you a coffee it will not be.
San Antonio.
Yes.
That's just that's a get right. Like, that's such easy odds. You have all the other teams to choose from.
Well, you told me it's going to happen.
San Antonio or Dallas.
So that's a get right. That's Spenmo's get right.
Yeah.
A coffee. I'll give you both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do that.
There it is.
What did you guys bet?
So he says San Antonio or Dallas will win the NBA draft lottery.
Oh, San
I bet him a
Antonio.
coffee they will not.
Although, you know what, right? If we're gonna use the argument, right? Zion would not have gone.
Been in New Orleans, like,
He
come
would
on.
not have gone to New Orleans
Yes,
if
he
the
would
fix was in.
have. Yes, he would have. That was the NBA gifting him to New Orleans because they gifted Anthony Davis to the Lakers because they got rid of Anthony Davis, so they gave him Zion. And now Popovich is on his way out. So what's the NBA going to do? They're going to gift him a 7'6" French center.
Okay, what was the reason for the Pistons winning the lottery?
Yes. You got to throw one in there every now and then.
So that one was legit.
That
Okay.
one they let play out. Yeah, it does.
You know what? Let's bottom line this. The away fan asks a question. It should be done like the NFL. Worst goes first. But away fan, herein lies the rub with that. There were over 55,000 tweets in a 5-minute span with the hashtag rigged on there.
Rigged.
It's electric television. I came out, it was bath night for my daughter. I came out to watch it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you stop what you're doing to watch it. You do. Like, it's enthralling television. It's never go. So that's my question. Okay, everyone's got these big ideas about how it's rigged and everything. Then what do we do? What do we do? Because you love it. See, like, you say, well, it should just be like the NFL, the worst record. You know, you're lying when you say that. You were locked in last night. So why would you not do it? Why would you not have one? It's electric television. D-Mac, am I wrong or am I right?
No, you're right. I mean, that's
We can't get enough.
Right, the transaction instead of the action.
Bingo.
Right.
They're
Is
just
that
giving you
not-
what
is
you've
it the
proven you
ultimate
wanted.
transaction for everybody else.
You want it. Like, that's it. That's all. Let's go Red Wings Sparty. Pistons only won because the same graphic guy on ESPN last night messed it up that night as well. I doubt that. Spenmo, did your heart break for that? Working in TV, like
Yeah.
you're
Oh,
on
yeah.
that production end.
Oh, yeah.
My heart broke for that guy.
Yeah, it sucks.
Because all he did was push the button too soon.
And he's gone.
100%.
He's gone.
That was his shot, man.
Yeah.
And it's over right there. Brandon Katz says the best teams in sports build through trades and the draft. Eisman has exclusively relied on the draft, and it hasn't worked.
Wait. Are you fucking kidding me? This guy. What does Eisman do with his third-round picks? I don't know. He trades for guys like Wallman and Husso and, even Ned. Even though Ned didn't work out, he's allowed not to work out. But who did he draft? Who's he drafted? Mo Sider? That didn't work out, did it?
No.
That's not going to work out. Lucas Raymond, who, by the way, is lighting it up in the world or over in the international for Sweden right now and stuff. Like, what are you kidding me? You had an 18-year-old play a game last year. He had every first rounder that he's ever drafted in the lineup for a game, 5 of them.
I wonder. Here's the limiter for the NHL Draft Lottery.
I don't understand, the ridiculousness. Wait till... I just got a huge feeling to wait and see what trade that he makes or what he cooks up for trade day. And I'm talking Steve Eisman. And you're right. Great teams build through the draft and through trades. And hasn't Steve Eisman done that, especially with the free agency? Especially when you get last year, and the Perrons and the Sherratts, right? And I'm talking leadership in the room, buying in, to the fact of what the culture is. Now you're just going to add to that this year. They've been here a year. People saw what they did. You're going to add another leadership, another piece that's going to help some of the younger guys move on. So, I mean, that might have been, you have some great comments, Brandon. You have some ridiculous comments. That might have been the worst ever.
All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, I want to address this, part number 2 of the NHL Draft Lottery that I keep seeing, where, again, fantasyization of sports, I think, sometimes hurts us. But, hey, make sure you subscribe to the Big D Energy podcast pages, iTunes, Spotify, Spreaker, wherever you get your podcasts. Tap into that. We'll be back with more Big D Energy right here on Woodward Sports Network.